so, but I mean, I
I
haven't.
think
talked-
Lindsay might be busy with
I haven't-
barbecue fest stuff. They're
Yeah.
getting butts ready for the.
Yeah, I haven't
contest.
talked to her in a couple of hours though.
We can go ahead and get started.
I think at 5:30, I think we got
Yeah,
a
we
quorum. We
can.
should go and get started.
All
Heck
right, let's go. We got roll call. Who we missing?
April and Lindsay.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get started. All present so far except for April and Lindsay. And we'll go ahead. You have a copy of the minutes in front of you from the last meeting, and those were emailed out. Is there anything that needed to be added, corrected, or deleted? If not, I will entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second it.
Several seconds.
You just be quiet.
Luann, if you don't mind, if you would,
I'm gonna let you
because we
think
just
it.
started recording a couple
Okay.
seconds later, we did roll call one more time.
Okay, roll call, all here except for April and Lindsay.
Thank you.
Correct.
Okay, let me sign this. There is the, okay.
Who seconded it?
Me?
I got Cedric.
I got WA. I got WA.
Well, mine's what counts.
That's it.
I work for her. There you go. There you go.
I'll get her on the next one.
Yeah.
I'm not taking on my phone.
All right. I figured he would. I already had the C written before y'all even said anything.
No,
Recognition of guests.
no, okay.
None. Okay. All right, no committee reports. Splash pad update.
Well,
Speaking through the microphone, Bedford.
Very, hold it.
I will say this, I know I'm not alone in this because I've heard it from multiple people, shortages of supplies, inflated costs, labor shortages. I mean, not everybody comes to work all the time. It has been a labor of love. That's all I can say is, because it's been a learning experience too. I mean, there's just a lot with this, and it's moving along though. The building, if y'all have noticed, has been needing metal on the roof for quite some time. Those are one of the materials that I've had a hard time getting. And the only way we could get a bid for the construction of the project is if we purchase materials. So I've made efforts to purchase materials, and then they're back order, they're delayed.
Yeah.
And because the metal was going to take so long, I thought, let me call some other people and ask. And they were glad to give me, sell me the metal. And I thought, well, how soon could you get that delivered to me? 6 to 8 weeks. And I was like, well, I'm already fighting that now.
Yeah, I'm already there.
I just stay right, so it is coming along, guys.
And we got the official.
We did get an official extension. It was kind of weird, the way the state works and how we run everything through them. We thought we already had an extension, but obviously we didn't. So now we can have one. So we have a little additional time, which thank God, because I think I really had high hopes that we would have it finished in June, July, August, September.
How long we got?
Huh?
How long?
Till May.
Next May.
Okay, that's it.
Kind of late May.
Yes.
We were just hoping we could squirt in water
Right,
this
right,
year.
right.
And we might still squirt water this year because Bill has, all the plumbing was run underground. All the components, all the pumps and things are in the building ready to be hooked up. Bill has run the electric to him. Chance from the power company called me this afternoon. They can't hook up the power to tomorrow like they had anticipated because there's an AT&T line of some kind, so it's in the way. They'll get that marked and then they'll move the power and get our power over there. And hopefully by the first next week. But they've been running the extension cord from the center. They've been working
Yeah.
today, even though without power. Generators are what we used prior to that, but now we're just running long extension cords. But the metal is on site now. Metal's supposed to
Nice.
go up. They're wiring up the pumps and stuff. So we'll be ready to shoot some water through it. Hopefully sometime in November,
Cool.
just to see that it's all
Working.
Working. We don't know if we're there. The water's flowing through it.
Yeah.
And we'll move from there. But yes, it's coming along, guys.
That's good.
April's on her way. She had PTO tonight.
Okay.
All right, haunted trail.
I think we have 13 to 15 spaces still available. If you know anybody, I'm going to make a post Monday about the upcoming event and ask if people would like to participate. Don't delay. There's limited space.
Out of how many?
Out of 40.
Out of 40, so that's
But I'd like to fill them all if we could, because the idea is if you give one or two pieces of candy, that's sufficient if there's 40 people on the trail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to give a handful to everybody. Everybody ran out of candy last year. We're upping our ante a little bit this year, and I've suggested everybody else they do the same. Talk to True Rail and some business like that, try to get them to be involved, but because it's on Saturday and True Rail doesn't live here, but I've got other people to say yes, so we'll have some new blood out there as well.
To do popcorn.
We're going to do popcorn again, and because Shady Brook Cinema's not open again, we'll probably be popping it ourselves. Since it's on Saturday, I'm going to try to get started on that early. The seniors have offered to participate in the event as well, and they want to help with the popcorn. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm good with it. Y'all can start popcorn at noon, and y'all can leave by the time Halloween starts if you want. If you just want to help like that, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have to end up getting some seed and some oil.
I'll donate that. I'll get popcorn
Thank you, Luana.
and let's say popcorn and oil,
Mm-hmm.
salt, and what, we're gonna put it in, you'll put it in, what kind of bag, what do you wanna do? Bags, cups?
What do y'all think? I mean, I'm not opposed to anything. I mean, I know.
I mean, with COVID, do we need to have it bagged and?
I mean, I
just
know we're.
Dip it in a cup, I mean, I just kinda know what you want me to do.
I think maybe red solo cups might be a good idea.
That's what I was thinking. Like it'd be the easiest, the
dip and go.
fastest.
You dip and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a cup
Okay.
of popcorn, I mean, it's
Yeah.
about what you get in a little bag anyway.
Yep.
Y'all, anybody opposed to that?
Come on.
Just think about it.
Really,
Red.
the bags are the same. I mean,
Yeah.
you have bags,
It-
you can use them, but it's the same.
But
Yeah.
it's
Same
just,
thing.
but those bags,
They're
you're
big. You
having
have to cut
to
'em,
hold them and you're having
Yeah,
to
to
stack them
stack
in a
'em up,
box
right.
and,
take them out, put your hand in them, up, watch
Yeah.
them, poof them open with breath.
yeah, I don't
You know,
do
it's like,
that.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Cups be better.
Easy.
Cups,
I think
Get the
so.
orange one.
Orange cups would be
There
good.
you go.
I'm gonna try to get some free cups, whatever
Okay.
color
Whatever
they
color.
are.
Free cups are better. I like free cups.
Whatever color.
Yeah, okay, I'll take care of that for us. All right. And what time?
It's 5 to 8.
Okay,
I'll be there early
okay,
and start, setting up for the event and getting the tables and stuff. The area marked. I've got Mila on deck to do a little artwork around the trail and give her some chalk, let her paint or draw some pumpkins and stuff.
mhm,
Do what we can. We are going to have a inflatable obstacle course this year, so we're going to make it bigger and better than last year. Do everything we can to make it better. Last year's event was pretty stellar, guys. I don't know if we can really top it, but we're going to give it a shot.
Football team, I know the basketball team.
The football team sent a message to the Parks and Rec about
Okay.
wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent
Yeah,
a
we got
message a couple
spots.
weeks ago.
Everybody that's asked has got spots so far.
Well,
Like-
the basketball team said they wanted to do it.
We have
Yeah.
HOS Day.
Basketball team, and I've got the football team as well. I've got 3 spots for the football team, and these maybe the basketball teams on here. I'll have to follow up, because I did send an email out with information.
And HOSA, I don't know what
Yeah,
they are.
HOSA.
Yeah, HOSA's there.
Yeah, HOSA said they were doing it too. We had a cheer competition that day in Huntsville.
Hopefully we get our bid to Disney that day.
Hopefully.
Sorry, I'm a little excited about it. Sorry, we were at PTO meeting, it ran
I
over.
know, it's okay.
One
Thank you
thing to
for
the
coming.
next.
all right. The mother, son,
Of course, it was slated for November 13th. We've already started some posts, Victoria. Is that not correct? We've got a little flyer out with it, and we've already started, let people know that it's going to take place. And I'll make a Facebook Live post as well as we get closer to the time. Probably maybe right after Halloween, maybe the 1st or something.
we still good on cups and that kind of thing?
I got plenty of, I mean, Missy, you remember what all I had there. I got quite a bit of supplies there. Now, we might need tablecloths, depending on what colors theme are going on.
I think we said we were gonna do like neon stuff. I think we can, with boys, we can kind of,
There's a lot of stuff still there already.
yeah, there was
so-
a lot of colored, and I have a couple, I have some orange ones and maybe blue.
I would like to
leftover.
do the glow sticks again.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
like
know where we got
that. We
those
can
from
do
last
all
year.
the colors we have left. So we should be okay on,
I'll order some glow sticks. How many glow sticks did you think you got last time, Missy? How many you think would be good? 100?
Way more than 100.
it was 2 to 3 of those big containers.
There's a ton.
Okay.
There was a bunch, but I mean,
There's a bunch
those
that come in a container.
they're gonna be
You know,
fine with whatever.
Okay, so a couple containers.
Of the big
two or three
container.
containers of
Yes.
glow sticks, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the age group on it?
Up to 8th grade.
we'll buy snacks the same way. And Tina will be there to assist as well.
All right, 5-year plan.
I will be presenting our 5-year plan at the commission. I'll address it Thursday at the study session and then present it to them Tuesday at the regular commission meeting. And if y'all can be here, it'd be great. If anybody could show up to, say
Tuesday at
Tuesday night. With that, I don't know what date that is.
5:30.
19th, I think.
It says the
Yeah.
19th on here.
Yeah.
At what time?
It's like 6.
If it's easier,
You'll be here, Willie.
if it's easier, come to the study session Thursday
Or study session 1. Yeah.
and give your feedback.
Willie, you'll be here.
Maybe.
If you can make it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What time Thursday?
6, same time. Yeah.
That's tomorrow, Thursday?
Yeah,
It is tomorrow, Thursday. Yes, that is correct.
and usually the input's on the study session.
Okay. So tomorrow, then, if any of y'all could come tomorrow for a little bit, y'all
She
can leave
can speak
after.
for all of you too.
No,
Yes,
show up.
I can show up
I can't be there
Tuesday,
tomorrow.
but I can't tomorrow.
you can,
I'm
you
gonna be
speak
like
for
I'm
all of
fully
them.
for y'all.
What?
I'm gonna go buy drinks for barbecue festival tomorrow.
Just if you can.
Yeah,
I can probably come
show up.
Tuesday, the
I don't
19th.
see any issues, it's just they know
Yeah.
it's supportive.
Just show up, Sandy. You do nothing else.
I know, right?
All right, the
Just want a
community center
restaurant.
programming.
I know, I like to say this real quick before we move to, I know the last meeting we had, I felt like y'all felt like I didn't want to do the teen program. That's just not the case. I just want to somehow make it better or relevant. Today, for example, we had 3 children that all left before 3:30. Okay. So Tina and I have cleaned the center. It's really clean. Okay. We cleaned bathrooms, spin class. I had an instructor today. So there was no other need for us to be there. Okay. I mean, it's just not, and I'm not really for sure why.
But it's gonna get better, baby.
And I'm thinking it is, we're hoping that after the first
We gotta get
year,
word out there, we gotta get some kids involved.
but it's not a new program, Willie.
I know it's not, we got more kids playing sports than we have before too.
And football just got over with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you gotta think about.
Yeah, and
the
I
kids.
still haven't seen Dakota yet. So I'm still waiting to see Dakota.
Coach playing football, now
Yeah.
you going to basketball.
Yeah, and which again, those are my group of kids that I had last year.
I have a question. I guess this was a question I had. Does she, like, if you have her schedule works from 3 to 5, does she have to stay there and work from 3 to 5?
No, I'll let her go. I'll send
You
her
let her
home.
go home?
Unless you're cleaning or.
Unless I'm cleaning. And then the next thing is, how long, if you depend on this money, how long can you stay relevant if you don't keep them busy? I got to find something for her to do or I'm going to lose her and not have any help.
But is she like so many hours a week?
15 hours a week.
15 hours a week.
And that's why, and I'm fixing to
Some point
start.
we have to justify that.
Yeah.
And figure out how to market.
And that's why Wednesdays after the first year, this community now that we're moving into community center programming, I have, ever since I started this, had a long list of things that I really wanted to do. And I've been able to do none of that. First, it was because of COVID, and then there's so much stuff outside to do that I really haven't had a lot of time. I'm going to schedule these things to occur throughout the year so that I can have the community center reserved. I don't have to worry about it getting rented out on the days that I want it. And I'm going to plan these events on Saturdays. Okay. Not all of them will take place at the community center. Some of them will take place outside, especially during the summertime. But like this January, I'm having a snowed in at the center. And we're going to show a movie of some kind. We're going to project it on the screen. We're going to offer free hot chocolate and cookies. Okay. I'm going to suggest that you bring chairs, sleeping bags, something and crash or and lounge around the West Hall floor and watch this movie. Okay. And I want to book it before January. And I'm going to have a February event, which is the Daddy-Daughter Dance. Got that. We're going to etch that in stone well. Same way as a March event. I'd like to have an arts and craft weekend and where we have several different stations in the West Hall, one for painting some rocks, one for building some kites, and you'll move about the stations to do arts and crafts on a Saturday. And I will need assistance with this, and I'm going to pay Tina to help me with this, okay? But then I'm going to start having an overabundance of hours because I'm going to have her doing Wednesday night family fun nights at the center, which is to be from 5 to 9. And these, so I'm just trying to make this fit the budget that I have, fit the payroll that I have allocated, and be the comment was made at the last meeting that we didn't want to take away the only thing the kids in Mount Pleasant had to do. I agree with that. That's why I have the program, really. But if they're not coming, I'm not taking away anything for them to do.
Let me ask you this, I hadn't heard one call out saying, hey, the community center is open.
I've broadcasted it to school. I've asked Ryan to do it on the meetings. I've asked,
I understand that, the schools, I'm saying maybe you could ask the school to do the call out when they call home and just remind them.
I'm fixing to make a Facebook post on it, and we're gonna, you know,
I'm just saying maybe the parents need to hear it and they.
Well, I always go back to this because it's like the craziest thing ever to me about when we did that, meeting that we had, and the number one thing people wanted was a dog park. And it was still crazy to me because I never would have thought that's what Mount Pleasant wanted. Is there a way that we can do some kind of,
Something like that.
something like that?
kind of what
for-
we posted on Facebook last time. What would you like to see
Yeah.
from Parks and Rec? You know?
Or not even just Parks and Rec, but like for
The community
teen center
teen
Pacific.
for the teen center or for young, I don't know, just because again, the 10 of us that are sitting here may all be over here and the other 5,000 people may be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because again,
What I get most of from right now, because of the few, I've been to the schools and I've asked, and I've had people show up, and what they are is they're littler kids that they were wanting to drop off for a babysitting service, which I do not do.
no, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like, like I think your snowed in idea is not a bad idea because people like to come to those movies. I mean, I think that's great, but they may have an idea that none of us ever even thought about that would be a hit.
I agree.
So-
And I've had a lot of suggestions. The suggestions I've had, and I'm just going to share with y'all because I'm not opposed to any of them. American Ninja Warrior stuff that all these kids are doing today. I don't know if you've watched it. They're competing at 14 and 15 years old. Somebody said if we had rock climbing and stuff, that you'd have this building packed. Yes, but then I'd have to have people to man this and to supervise it.
But maybe it could just be one Saturday every 3 months. We're going to have American Ninja.
Agree. These are events that I want to
I
have
just-
throughout the year.
Yeah.
I also do an after-school program through the Boys and Girls Club,
Yes.
and is it well attended?
I mean, yeah, because they pay for the kids to go
Yeah,
there and that's
okay.
their babysitter and
Yeah.
they're playing outside or, and they're helping with homework and stuff, but it's yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes that,
Well, we're going to make a post Monday.
just this small amount of us may not be.
Yeah, we're going to make a
thinking of
Facebook post Monday. I've got my script. I've already worked it out about Halloween and the teen center. And we're going to start making a weekly post about the teen center. That's what we've decided to do on Facebook. Because that's not going to the kids. I know the kids are getting broadcasted at the school. I've sent things to the school about the teen center. I don't know that it ever gets home.
That's
So
what I'm
we're,
saying, so we gonna call out, like, when the principal call out on Sunday.
I'd like to have my text.
Can the schools call out something that is not?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
They can do that.
they announced it last
They
year.
have changed,
Middle
the
school
call
announced
out system is no longer
It can be a
that.
reminder, yeah. Go on and
We have to use remind dot.
Will I get with Miss Harkreader and ask her to do that for me?
it. No, the parents are on there.
I will.
They should get the same.
I'll get Miss Harkreader to do that.
If they connected to the remind,
But I mean, you can, like Bethany still does call outs. She did one just yesterday about ACT next week.
Yeah, I'll talk
We
to
can
Miss
still do
Harkreader.
call out.
well, I think they told us that service was going away, and I don't know the exact date of when that, because that contract is ending. So I don't know how long they'll have that
No,
capability.
she just did one for ACT. But we are going to remind,
Yeah, because that contract, that $30,000 for that call out system, the contract's almost up, and that's why they switched to a free service.
but remind would probably be good too, because it's a text message and like,
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna like to have it on the city
delete.
text.
I mean, if I see Murray County Public Schools, I push decline, but a text, I mean, I'm gonna open it
I'm
up
gonna-
and at
Read
least.
it.
we're gonna, that
It's
was,
also an email, I get both.
yes, we do too. I get the email too. So, but I will ask, I hadn't had the call out, but I'll ask Ms. Harkreader and Dr. Jackson both to do a call out. And I'm gonna get a city text going and I'm fixing to do a Facebook Live post every week for a while. And
That's why I haven't put it on the school's Facebook pages because there's not
Okay.
a lot of people that are going to see yours because more adults are going to see yours,
Okay.
but more parents are on the school's Facebook
Okay.
pages. So have them to do it on the Facebook page.
I'll get Mike Mitchell to
I mean,
add that up for me because he's
may
working
get-
with
may
Main
reach
Street
more
now
people
too.
that
So I'll
way.
get Mike to do some of that for me. I'll definitely do
They
that.
reach
So
more people that way. I don't know.
yeah, I know that they're all walking past it, and I know that it's not a new program. I just know that some of the rules are a little bit more stringent than they used to be. There's not a free for all. I do not allow a lot of close personal contact.
Bumping over there. We finna get us a team, the basketball team. Come
Oh,
on, Cedric.
okay.
We'll have the red against the blue.
Okay,
Come on.
okay.
Well, Wednesday nights, so family fun nights, I would definitely like when we start doing this. It's gonna be after the first year, because I won't have the East Hall ready until after the first year, but it's almost finished. And then I'm gonna have shuffleboard, ping pong, pool on the East Hall side. I'm gonna have cornhole, basketball, pickleball on the West Hall side. I'm gonna have board games set up in the lobby, spin classes going the whole time. Might even have someone doing a little scripture up there because it's Wednesday church night, okay?
What is pickleball?
Pickleball is like indoor tennis with short
It's
rackets.
fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It is fun.
But kids don't seem to play it very much.
Well, I will say this. When
I know it.
when I taught PE last year, I showed them how to play badminton, tennis. We did Foursquare, and they loved Foursquare. They
Well-
said nobody had ever taught them how to play Foursquare.
That's
So
dumb.
yeah.
I
Everyone
think
does now.
the pickleball, they will like it once they see it.
Yes. And I
think
have
they
a
will like
spike ball. I mean, we have stuff to do. You
Like
know,
we
so,
did spike ball. They liked
so
it.
after we set all that up on Wednesday nights, it's going to be that's your free for all because it's family fun nights. Both sides of the
Yeah.
building, you can come and go. Tina and I will be there to supervise it. And like I said, we'll run spin classes every hour on the hour for those that Wednesday night. So
And I think you could invite, I think I said this last time, if you're doing it, what time did you say you're doing it?
5 to 9.
Like, cause like our church doesn't start till 7, but like our youth get together from 6 to 7
Yes.
most Wednesdays. So that might be like
I'm
the
gonna
whole
invite all
youth
the
could come
churches.
over
Mm-hmm.
and do there and then go to.
There's still some
church at
people who don't
7.
even know we have a community center, guys. They live here. And I'm like, really?
I don't
It's the
know.
biggest building in Mount Pleasant. Are you sure you haven't seen it before? It's like, it's huge. But yeah, so
I just want people to come to your events.
I do
I mean,
too.
I know it stinks to put time and effort into
it
things.
does
and
stink. It does. But yeah, I think that both the schedule and if you start posting this stuff early, like we do with the Mother Son Dance, you might get a little bit better participation. And that's what I like to do.
And maybe even a flyer home, like a one-time flyer home, like we're going to start this.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think it's wonderful. And I'm going
It's
to,
like-
I definitely want to try to, this was told to me when I first started this job, that if people are not coming to your events, you're hosting the wrong event. Okay? And today, Tina and I sat there and I said, well, I guess we'll clean the bathrooms. If you'll take the girls, I'll take the boys and let's clean the toilets and stock all the paper products and stuff. You know, I mean, I appreciate her doing that because I got rid of the cleanup company. I've been doing all that by myself, you know, so having someone to help out with that's great.
And
but-
maybe since we did kind of say this last time too when we were talking about the teen center, maybe it could be more of a winter thing.
maybe.
And maybe
And that's what we're going to find
use
out
the time.
come after the first
Yeah.
year. You know,
it's more of a winter inside.
might be. You know, so and a lot of people right now, spin classes have been anywhere from 5 to 8 people a day. Well, now I'm getting 1 or 2. Okay, but my walking trail is packed.
Yeah.
It's beautiful
Yeah,
outside.
that's right.
You
Yeah.
know, so which stands to reason.
Full January 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's where that we have, when Tina and I have been putting together a game plan of how to better advertise and better get the word out about the teen center. That's the one thing that we think will hold true regardless is that every year after the first year, we think we will be busier because it'll be cold outside.
Mhm.
Right now, you know, I mean, we've talked to kids that were just hanging out for the rides to come inside. So we got a lot of people signed up, but they leave immediately because their moms and dads are on their way to get them.
Yeah.
So we went through all the contractual obligations and got them all to come in and sign up, but they're leaving right away. You know, so something's going to change. We're going to do something a little different. After the first year, we're going to have the teen center and some of these other events. And if it starts seeing that other events work better than the teen center, then I'm going to host more other events and less teen center. And then if it becomes an issue, people say, hey, why'd you get rid of the teen center? We need it back. Then I can come before Willie and the commission and say, look, I need more because I'm going to have to run these extra programs I'm doing plus the teen center. Yeah. But before I can ask for more, I got to have a way to
Something,
justify it.
Yep.
And right now I can't.
Yeah.
All right, the NRPA,
The conference this year was in Nashville, so we didn't have to travel far. It was really nice. The conference was really nice, but there was a lot of socially distancing and COVID rules still in place. Okay, I got a call that said I had been exposed to somebody in my group A, that had COVID. 4 people in the group had COVID. Well, y'all didn't let us get close to anybody. You know, the cafeteria room they had set up was this grand hall. Must have been 500 tables, white tablecloths, tables big enough for 8 chairs, with just 4 chairs around them, and you could only sit with people at your party. So there weren't a whole lot of networking opportunities for me, which is what I really need. You know, somebody else to talk to. But I get stand idly by away from people and listen to their conversations and hear a lot of great things. Okay, a lot of the educational classes that we went to This year, it seems like the word inclusion is the key thing to Parks and Recreation. Inclusive, ADA and inclusion seem to go hand in hand. That's not the only inclusive thing that we're dealing with. There's a lot of bathroom inclusive issues these days that most parks are not really equipped to handle. A lot of things that when you think of ADA, we're thinking about people in wheelchairs. And just because you can get them to your park, is there anything for them to do there? What kind of park experience are they having when they're there? You know, I have found some ADA accessibility grants, but I was ill prepared this year because I didn't know all. I have to have handicapped people work with me on the grant. They have to be involved in it. And so I've talked to Jason and Nicole Reason, because Nicole's in a wheelchair, and they've been to Rotary Park once to try to have a picnic event. And I said, how was that for you? You can imagine how it is trying to get a wheelchair. So they parked on the road, and he rolled her backwards down the hill because that was the shortest space and less gravel to go through. That's sad. You know, there's not really anywhere in Murray County really that you have great handicap accessibility. And then when you think about handicap, a lot of times you're just thinking about physically challenged and not mentally challenged stuff and the way kids play. So I learned a lot at the conference about how kids play and how staging areas are important in parks, a place for them to hang out while they build up the confidence to go and get involved and things like that. And, you know, we don't really have but one real playground set of equipment here. So been looking, as soon as I get this splash pad finished and I can apply for more Tennessee money, there's a lot of great opportunities for me to get some of this fantastic equipment that I saw at the conference. It's not cheap, guys. It's not cheap. There was a lady from South Dakota who was trying to put a playground together, and their community is on a reservation. She was a Native American, and it was a matching grant. So their park is $1 million. They had to raise $500,000 to match their grant to get what looks like a small playground. For the most part, it's got one of these centerpieces with the climbing things on it, the swing thing, and a couple of exercise pieces on it. But it ain't huge, you know, and it's $1 million, you know, so, you know, it'll be a slow process, but you don't have to buy the whole thing all at once. You can also have, I guess, a multi-phase project where this is the piece I'd like to buy this year, next year, this piece, you know, and grow it, you know, and that's how they sell the equipment now that is like that, where you could add on to it and grow this thing as you get the money. But inclusion is the word, and that's something that I don't think we all think enough about, you know, because we really don't personally need it, you know, but just getting them to the park is not necessarily the answer. What are they going to do when they're there?
No.
You know, what kind of experience are they going to have?
All right, November meeting.
There's a holiday that follows in that week. Our meeting was supposed to be, I think it's 11th, and that week, the 10th. It's the Wednesday, and the 11th is a holiday. So they're moving the study session to the 10th. Okay, we're going to be together for Halloween, and then we're going to be together for the Mother Son Dance. So instead of trying to move this around to any other week, I thought maybe we would just skip November's meeting if y'all have a problem with it and meet again in December. I'm gonna see y'all on the 13th for the Mother Son Dance, and then we're gonna be together on October for Halloween.
That's fine.
And I don't really have anything new that
You
I'm
gonna
gonna need
make
to
that
vote on that I
motion?
can see. Is that okay?
I'll make a motion to skip November's meeting.
I second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Sedgwick. Done deal.
You'll be here anyway.
Yeah.
Real quick before we adjourn and get out of here, I want y'all to be thinking about this because Juneteenth was made a national holiday. And this year during June, on these scheduled events that I'm gonna have, June's gonna be a Juneteenth month. Think about events that we can do. Thinking about movies in the park one day, Parks After Dark, you know, some kind of different stuff. Some kind of bike, Columbia does a bike parade now. There's some kind of, and things in that would cost us tons of money. But different events that we can host the month of June.
Well, I mean, I just screenshotted a picture of a thing where, and I think we could do it on the lawn in front of the community center and do a movie out there and let you bring your own, like I do a picnic in the park after dark.
Yep.
I think it's what it was called, picnic.
The
And
19th is Sunday, so you do something the 18th?
that Saturday.
Yeah.
But what I thought, why I screenshot is because in the background, it was like a popcorn machine. I said, that's us. We already have the popcorn machine.
This is June 9th. it's called that holiday. We need to inherit something in there for that holiday itself.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think something for that, what we celebrate needs to be somewhere doing something.
And
So what I
then you
would-
can do, I mean, it could be like an all day. I
It-
mean,
well,
I think in Columbia,
a
they
month-
have people come speak.
Yeah.
Different
During
times
the
throughout
day,
the month as
throughout the
well.
day.
We can host different events throughout the month because Juneteenth was really what's called Juneteenth because they've given it a date,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, it's not really been dated, you know,
Right.
so.
Right.
Whenever I was in Chattanooga, why were we in Chattanooga? We were in Chattanooga for some reason, but it was during June, and they had Juneteenth signage up and lots of different activities going on in different parks as we saw that celebrated.
But when they started it in Columbia, like hardly anybody knew about it, and people
Yeah.
have learned. So
Yes.
I think that would be great to have.
So my homework assignment,
Food truck.
yes, my homework assignment request for y'all for the December
Holiday.
meeting,
I don't know.
when we meet again in December, guys, is if y'all would all come to me with some kind of relevant event for the, that has something to do. Jackie and I discussed a lot of this, I guess a couple months ago, about the movie we show and about some of the events we do that they're specific to Juneteenth. You know, so if y'all would do my homework assignment first, if we're not meeting in November, if y'all would please think about it, do some research on it, and bring back to me some ideas that y'all would be supportive of.
Support from you.
Hmm?
I talk.
Yeah, y'all talk about it, and then so we'll discuss it back again in December. And before the first of the year, I would like to have these events slated so that I can
Or we could
broadcast
have
it in
at the
January.
park up there.
This is what's taking
Instead of doing it in
place.
front of the community center, have it.
Y'all get that?
Yeah, we could have the event at.
Gardenia.
At Gardenia.
Yeah, that's where I would like to do the movies. The Park After Dark would be at Gardenia. Have electricity, there's a
We
bathroom.
have some food trucks up
I will
There's a
have
lot
food
of
trucks.
space for a food.
It
truck.
is.
Plenty of space.
I
When I
think
just
that's
saw it,
pretty
when I
great.
said park,
See, that's a lot. That's a
in the
lot
park
right
after
there.
dark, I just
Yeah.
was
Got
like,
that out the way.
Yeah, Park After Dark.
it was really cool. I mean, like I said, when I saw the popcorn machine, I just said, that's us.
Hidden
Park After
Figures
Dark.
was a movie that I had thought about we would show
What?
that night. Hidden Figures,
That's a good
there were
movie.
some different movies.
Oh,
The women that
Great
created
movie.
all the.
Great movie.
How you get the moon.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, as an option, that was just a suggestion that Jackie and I had. the last
That's a great
time we
movie.
spoke. So that's the kind of things I'm looking for. Movie suggestions, opportunities, not just for the one event, but so that every weekend in June, maybe I could host some kind of small event, something relevant, you know. But I'd like to let everybody know about it in January so that they know what's going to happen in June. So that's my homework assignment for y'all. Since we're not meeting November, please bring back as many relevant ideas in December.
me too.
I
Like,
take
we did this
it. Y'all
together.
got your one.
I've got the park after dark.
But
We're
you
doing
can
it
all-
at
you can all do
Gardenia,
more than one.
And food trucks.
We out.
Y'all got the movie. We're done. Check mark.
Movie, check. Park, check.
I'm sure we can get
My-
Milton and
You got the
Lori,
music?
You got the music? Check.
Milton and Lori.
Hey, you
and-
probably got some
and
people that
Roy.
will come.
And I'm sure we'll
and
get plenty of
sing
people
and
to
do
come in and
something.
set up food trucks
You got all
Yeah.
kinds of people that
that have already
famous
been
in a small town or famous on a small road.
issued. We need some history. I need history.
We can just horrible do some history for us.
Y'all give me some history.
Committee, you just better be quiet, man. You didn't show up for business.
Wow.
You got a homework assignment.
Wow. Oh, Lord.
I didn't know y'all was getting homework today, did you?
We have any recognition of guests?
It's like the kids. I mean, the kids don't even like they know there's a holiday called Juneteenth, but they have no clue what it is.
Let's discuss why.
They have
That's
no
right.
idea.
Why is that?
Maybe
Why is that
come up with
idea?
something like who can do the, you know, best drawing, best speech, something, we give a little award.
Yeah.
I give
I
something.
agree.
Well, this is the thing. At the end of the school year, after TCAP and after ELC, those teachers are looking for stuff to do.
Okay.
You can give them something to do in May, like that can be, and they can like, we can come up with a picture of something and they can draw it or
Thank you,
color
girls.
it.
That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for.
See, and a lot of.
There you go.
Wait a minute,
See?
Jack. I'm done, Louis. You gotta come up with.
Uh-oh.
Our December meeting, I'm gonna have the
I'm looking at
the schedule.
Q&A, like a quiz thing over Juneteenth, like what color, what flag, what, like a contest. Maybe we could have a contest on Facebook with the first person to respond with the correct answer.
Oh, yeah. They'd be good.
Trivia.
Yeah, trivia, Juneteenth trivia. That's ours, Cedric, we got that.
Can I have some Chick-fil-A cookies as my
Yeah,
reward,
me
please?
too.
Come on.
You can keep your bar.
The Chick-fil-A comes with this team right here.
I just want the cookies.
I don't know, maybe you and Larry better come up with something.
I like the little bitty bites.
I will. Body center. I'll
Gotcha.
call us.
Not me. I just want the cookies. They can even be ones that are broken, like half.
You
I
don't-
ate those. No.
Oh, okay.
Say, don't turn away. Don't put it out.
Those were me.
Yeah.
Look, I
Yeah,
took all the
look,
things
if I'm
considered big, I gotta
I'm
get
telling
rid
you,
of.
like
You know.
the week of
Kids eat this.
what is it, Santa Train? With my dad, the whole week. It's Chick-fil-A cookies.
They're good. Have you had the brownies?
No.
Yeah, I have, but I'm just
Who's bringing something?
I'm
Mm-mm.
Okay.
December 8th.
Entertain them.
Oh,
Entertain a motion so we can leave.
Second emotion.
I think
All right,
that-
Johnny, gotta go home, but you can't stay
Hey, I
here.
think that Santa Train week.